Hi, I'm Tim McDermott from OSU Extension. Many people don't realize that you can grow your own fresh vegetables 12 months of the year here in Ohio. I'm going to show you how on Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.
The key to having vegetables deep into the fall and throughout the winter is to make wise choices with your varietal selections. Not everything can be grown over the winter. You're not going to be growing tomatoes or peppers. We're going to be talking about cool season varieties. They need to be able to tolerate that cold. So when we talk about a cool season tolerant plant, we're talking things like lettuce and radishes and carrots. When we talk about things that you can grow completely over the winter, we're talking things like kale and we're talking things like spinach. So how do you go about growing your own fresh vegetables over fall deep into winter? You can direct seed right into the ground. You can purchase plants as transplants from a local garden center, or you can order some. I like to plant a wide variety of vegetables. I am going to plant radishes probably a couple times every 2 weeks. That way I get a staggered harvest of radishes. I like to plant lettuce because lettuce is very cold tolerant, not as good as say our kale or our spinach, but that means I'm going to be harvesting lettuce for Thanksgiving dinner and maybe even Christmas dinner. So how do you know when to plant? Remember, seeds and plants live in the soil, so we use soil temperature as a gauge to determine if we still have a planting window. It can be as simple as putting a thermometer into the ground about 2 or 3 inches down if you want to do that. Anytime your soil is about 40 or 45 degrees, you are able to plant all of these cold tolerant varieties. We're going to cover them with row cover, and that is going to provide some thermal energy and warm up everything underneath it and keep it at that optimal temperature for growing. Row cover is this really neat product that came out of the nursery and landscape industry, and it's a spun bonded fabric that acts like an insulating blanket over the plants. What I like about it is it provides a good measure of protection from the cold, but it lets sunlight through, it lets oxygen through, and it lets moisture through, which means I don't have to do a lot of work. These plants are growing slower anyhow because we are later in the season. We have less sunlight in terms of duration. We have less sunlight in terms of intensity. They progress slowly, growing under the row cover, and then what I can do is, when we get one of those nice days that we get, something where it gets 45 or close to 50, I can pop the top on the row cover, I can come in here and I can take a harvest. Cover it back up, and it will continue to grow. I hope you take advantage of the time window that we have to plant your own fall garden. You won't believe how awesome it is to harvest your own fresh vegetables in January and February. For more tips and tricks on how to maximize your fall and winter harvest, go to go.osu.edu/Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.